Okay, quick screencast to talk about the unit conversion worksheet. That is a review for your final. A lot of these type of problems will be on your final, and we'll start with a few of the conversions. Initially, we have 125 pounds needs to be converted into kilograms. So the first thing that we have to do is see what it's given. And what's given is the 125 pounds. And that's the first thing we're going to write down. LBS is the abbreviation for pounds. Then we do our times sign and our thinking line. And we have to think. Now we need to get into kilograms. So we need pounds to cancel. Well, here is a conversion factor that would work. 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds. And we know that we want pounds to cancel. Since pounds is on top, we need pounds on bottom. So it's going to be 2.2 pounds. And our kilograms are on top. In this case, it's 1 kilogram. And now we just do the math. Everything on top we multiply by. Everything on the bottom we divide by. Pounds cancel. So we're left in the units of kilograms. And when you take 125 times 1 divided by 2.2, you're going to get 56.8 kilograms. And we circle our answer, and that should give us the right answer. Next one, we have 278 centimeters into feet. Now this one's going to have a couple, or actually have 2 steps, just because we don't have the exact conversion factor, and I'll show you right now. So what is given? 278 centimeters. So we draw our thinking line, and we need to get from centimeters into feet. Well, if we look up here, we can see that we can go from meters to feet, but we can't go to centimeters to feet. So what we're going to need to do is first convert centimeters into meters and then meters into feet. Well, there's no conversion factor for centimeters into meters up here because you're supposed to know that. But we know that if we have our centimeters, we want that to go on bottom. And we know that we're going to want meters on top. So now we have to think, how many centimeters are in a meter? There are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Now we have to draw another thinking line because that gets us into meters, but not into feet. So now we're left in meters. So we have to find our conversion factor here, which says that 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. And meters on top, meters on bottom. So these are going to cancel. Centimeters on top, centimeters on bottom. These are going to cancel. And we multiply once again by everything on top, divide by everything on the bottom. So 278 times 3.28 divided by 100. When you do that, you're going to get 9.1 feet. And we are finished with that one. All right, we're going to move on. Let's clear this out. Move down a little bit. And now we're going to go from 80 miles per hour into meters per second. And in this case, there is a conversion factor up there, but we haven't ever, that's not the way really you want to learn how to do this problem. So I'm going to show you the way you should. So the first thing we deal with is what's given. It tells us that we're traveling at 80 miles. We need to use MI per hour. And remember, always make these straight lines divide signs, not the slanted ones. It's just easier to keep track of when you're doing dimensional analysis or conversion factors, all right, called the factor label method. Now we need to do our thinking line, and we have a choice here. We can go from miles, get miles into meters, or we can get hours into seconds. But we've got to do both. It doesn't matter what we do first. Let's do the hours. Since hours is on bottom, we need hours on top, and that means we're going to need seconds on bottom. And there are 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. That's found in the conversion factor up above. But also think of the fact that there's 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in an hour. 60 times 60 is your 3,600. All right, so now we have to do another thinking line so that we can get from miles into meters. Well, we run into the same problem up above, where we're not sure how many meters are in a mile. So first we need to go from miles into kilometers. So we'll do that. We're going to put miles on bottom because we want miles to cancel. We'll put kilometers on top. And when you look up above, it says that 1 kilometer is equal to 0.62 miles. And there's the conversion factor we need there. And now we're almost home. Now we just need to get from kilometers into meters. So we're going to have 1 kilometer on bottom. And we know that there are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. So when we look at the math, we see that the hours cancel. The miles are on top and bottom. They're going to cancel. We have the kilometers on top and bottom, so they're going to cancel, and that's going to leave us in meters per second. So when you multiply by everything on top and then divide by everything on bottom, that'd be something like 80 times 1,000 divided by 3,600 divided by 0.62. We get an answer that comes out to be 35.8 meters per second. And that would be solving that problem. This one's the same thing except going the other way, and this one's just a one-step conversion. That's it.